His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa sent a cable of condolences to His Majesty King Mohammed VI of Morocco on the demise of his mother and wife of the late King of Morocco Hassan II, Her Royal Highness Princess Lalla Latifa. His Majesty expressed deepest condolences to the Moroccan King, praying to Allah the Almighty to rest her soul in eternal peace and grant the royal family solace and fortitude. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa sent a cable of congratulations to the President of Somalia, Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud, on his country's Independence Day. His Majesty wished the President good health and happiness and wished the country and its people peace, security and stability. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa received a cable of congratulations from the Speaker of the Representatives Council, Ahmed Lamsallam, on the occasion of the International Day of Parliamentarism. The Speaker praised the achievements made by the Kingdom under the leadership of His Majesty the King and his support to the legislative authority since the launch of the comprehensive reform project that achieved a qualitative leap to the democratic march of the Kingdom. He wished His Majesty good health and happiness and further progress and prosperity for Bahrain and its people. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa received a cable of congratulations from the Chairman of the Shura Council, Ali Saleh, on the occasion of the International Day of Parliamentarism. The Chairman praised the democratic and parliamentary achievements made by the Kingdom under the leadership of His Majesty the King and his support to the legislative authority since the launch of the comprehensive reform project, which achieved a qualitative leap to the democratic march of the Kingdom. He wished His Majesty good health and happiness and further progress and prosperity for Bahrain and its people. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa sent a cable of condolences to His Majesty King Mohammed VI of Morocco following the passing of his mother and wife of the late King of Morocco Hassan II, Her Royal Highness Princess Lalla Latifa. His Royal Highness also sent a similar cable to His Royal Highness the Crown Prince of Morocco, Prince Moulay Al Hassan. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa sent a cable of congratulations to the President of Somalia, Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud, on Somalia's Independence Day. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa received a cable of congratulations from the Speaker of the Representatives Council, Ahmed Lamsallam, on the occasion of the International Day of Parliamentarism. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa received a cable of congratulations from the Chairman of the Shura Council, Ali Saleh, on the occasion of the International Day of Parliamentarism. Coinciding with the celebration of the Silver Jubilee of His Majesty's accession to the throne, the Legislation and Legal Opinion Commission organized a symposium entitled The Most Important Feature of the Development of Legislation Related to the Judicial and Justice Sectors during the prosperous era of His Majesty the King. The Vice President of the Supreme Judicial Council, President of the Court of Cassation, Sheikh Khalid bin Ali Al Khalifa, affirmed that the achievements made during the 25 years under the prosperous era of His Majesty the King created a solid foundation to continue building on the accomplishments with the support of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. The Attorney General, Dr. Ali bin Fadl al-Bahrain, said that from the first moment of His Majesty's accession to the throne, His Majesty launched a practical, cohesive entity in which he planned for the present and the future. The Minister of Justice, Islamic Affairs and Waqf, Nawaf al-Mauda, praised the accumulated achievements that were made in the justice sector over 25 years during the prosperous era of His Majesty the King and with the support and follow-up of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. The Minister of Foreign Affairs and Chairman of the National Human Rights Committee, Dr. Abdul Latif bin Rashid al-Zayani, commended the role of parliamentary diplomacy as an active partner in supporting regional and international peace and in consolidating sustainable human rights and development achievements. On the occasion of the International Day of Parliamentarism, the Minister expressed pride in the accomplishments of the Shura and Representatives Councils in the legislative and oversight fields. He expressed pride in Bahrain's active presence in various political and parliamentary forums and its role in consolidating peace and sustainable development under the leadership of His Majesty the King. Dr. Zayani underscored the ministry's commitment alongside Bahrain's diplomatic and consular missions abroad to strengthening the role of parliamentary diplomacy and building bridges for peace, understanding, friendship, and human fraternity through exchanging visits and experiences with world parliaments. The Kingdom of Bahrain marks the International Day of Parliamentarism, which is annually observed on June 30th. This year's celebration comes under the theme Parliamentary Diplomacy, Building Bridges for Peace and Understanding. The Kingdom enjoys a modern legislative framework that enhances respect for public rights and freedoms in a developed democratic society in light of the comprehensive development process led by His Majesty the King within the framework of the cooperation between the legislative and executive authorities, which enhance human rights and development. Bahrain has succeeded in supporting its status as a model of democratic development, respect of human rights, and civil and political freedom. The Kingdom also played a vital role in the parliamentary diplomacy in promoting values of dialogue, peaceful coexistence, and international and regional peace. Bahraini parliamentarians also held leadership positions in regional and international parliamentary blocs. The Speaker of the Arab Parliament, Adil Assoumi, affirmed that Bahraini parliamentary diplomacy has made numerous achievements in many fields in line with the vision of His Majesty the King. He praised the status that the Kingdom holds in the Arab, regional, and international levels, which reflects the comprehensive development process led by His Majesty the King, with his unlimited support to parliamentarians. He commended the efforts of the government led by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister to further enhance cooperation with the legislative authority. The Minister of Labour, Jamil Ahmeidan, urged employers to continue their annual commitment to implement the midday work ban. This is to ensure the safety and health of workers and to take all regulatory measures, including rescheduling working hours without affecting productivity, pointing out the decision's humanitarian and economic dimensions. He emphasized the importance of applying occupational safety principles and requirements to enhance a safe, productive, and accidents-free work environment, clarifying that the ministry's inspection teams will visit work sites subject to the midday work ban conditions. The Ministry of Labour completed all preparations to oversee the implementation of the decision, which will take effect starting tomorrow, through conducting educational workshops and distributing instructional materials to workers in various languages about the risks of heat stress and sun exposure in the afternoon period. The Minister of Municipalities Affairs and Agriculture, Engineer Wael Mbarak, received the Capital Secretariat Council President Saleh Tarada and council members to discuss various topics related to enhancing and developing municipal projects in the capital governorate. The minister emphasized the crucial role of the Capital Secretariat Council in monitoring and ensuring the progress of development projects implemented by the ministry in the capital governorate according to the planned strategies. The minister highlighted the efforts of the council and municipal councils in supporting and advancing municipal work and overseeing service projects that benefit citizens and residents of Bahrain. The meeting covered updates on several projects, a significant initiative for urban development in the kingdom, as well as improvements to the building permit issuance system Binayat and the latest procedural enhancements. The President of Customs, Sheikh Ahmed bin Hamad Al Khalifa, headed Bahrain's delegation to the World Customs Organization meetings, which included the 90th Public Policy Committee meeting and the World Customs Council meeting 143-144 in Brussels. Sheikh Ahmed hailed the organization's efforts in enhancing cooperation and coordination to secure borders, ensure sustainability in supply chains, and facilitate the smooth flow of commodities in the world. During the two meetings, they discussed the organization's accomplishments in the strategic plan and the operational plan 2023-2024. They reviewed the capacity building activity and customs tariffs and rules of origin, in addition to a review of a brief report of what the organization has accomplished on gender equality, e-commerce, flexibility between customs, industry, green customs, and modernization of the World Customs Organization. The Director General of the Institute of Public Administration, Sheikha Dr. Rana bint Isa bin Daij Al Khalifa, stressed that Bahraini youth are a fundamental pillar of development plans, as investing in youth and empowering them is one of the pivotal goals within regional plans and strategies. More in this report. The Institute of Public Administration launched a program to prepare Bahraini cadres for foreign participation, which aims to empower young people and enhance their role towards spreading national values and the Bahraini identity in various countries of the world. The youth sector in the kingdom is considered one of the most important sectors that constitute a central focus of the government's priorities. This sector is supported by various means to achieve the aspirations of Bahraini youth in a way that serves the comprehensive development process of the country through a number of important initiatives designed to make progress for the Bahraini youth. The program aims to prepare Bahraini cadres for foreign participation, which aims to provide opportunities to enhance their skills and accelerate their professional development by acquiring the skills required for future jobs through the on-the-job training in international institutions. This training program aims to qualify and prepare the participant through a set of interactive training modules that will contribute to enhancing their experiences in dealing with various duties in accordance with the protocol of the nature of international relations between the Kingdom of Bahrain and international institutions. The program will also contribute to accelerating the professional development of the youth and enhancing their competitiveness locally and internationally. Following the directives of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister to increase support for the employment of Bahraini doctors and the announcement of the Chairman of the Board of Trustees of the Isa bin Salman Educational Charitable Trust and Chairman of the Board of Directors of Tamkeen, His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, of the largest support bundle for the healthcare sector, aiming to train and develop over 700 Bahrainis in the sector, Tamkeen held a press conference announcing the details of the support bundle. During the press conference, the details of the joint agreement between the Supreme Council for Health and Tamkeen to implement the support bundle were announced, which includes 5 main initiatives. The first 2 initiatives will support Bahraini doctors in obtaining their board certification in cooperation with the Supreme Council for Health. The third initiative will focus on medical fellowships by supporting Bahraini doctors to join medical fellowship programs to obtain the necessary qualifications in the required medical specialities and become qualified consultants in collaboration with public and private hospitals. The other 2 initiatives are aimed at Bahraini nurses and include supporting specializations in nursing for various in-demand specializations.